Welcome back to some very exciting Bible stories. Have you and your family ever moved from one place to another and you were very excited about it? Today's Bible story is called Departing from Egypt. I think it could also be called It's Time to Get Out of Here, for the Hebrew people were really anxious to go. But how could many more than 1 million people escape from Egypt as quickly as they did? It was only by God's help, that's for sure. Let's get started. The story of departing from Egypt, part 1. Pharaoh's son was dead, and the same was true of the firstborn son of every family in Egypt. The people were afraid they would also be killed if they did not let their Hebrew slaves go. They said, "We be all dead men." And they did everything they could to rush their previous slaves out of Egypt, even giving them all kinds of gifts. In fact, they gave them everything they asked for, including jewels, gold, and clothing. In a way, this might have been a form of payment for all the harm done to the Hebrew slaves over the years. There were about 600,000 men, besides women and children, that departed from Egypt that night. That was a lot of people, probably very much over 1 million. Besides the people, there were very large flocks and herds of sheep and cattle. Moses also took the bones of Joseph with them, for that was his request before he died. How would all these people and animals find their way? How would they make it back to their own land, the land promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and their descendants? Of course, God, who brought them out of Egypt, would certainly help them find their way home. All they had to do was trust and obey him. And I like to say that's just what Moses did. The Bible says that the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night a pillar of fire to give them light, to go by day and night. Whenever the cloud or fire stopped, they stopped. Whenever the cloud or fire moved forward, they moved forward. It only took a few days for them to arrive at the shore of the Red Sea. And there were mountains on each side of them. How will they get across the sea? And do you think they are rid of Pharaoh forever? Don't miss part 2 tomorrow of the story of departing from Egypt. See you then.